Hello everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing the MoYu BoChuang, or however you say it, 5x5 speed cube. I've been playing with this cube for over a month, so now I can definitely give my final thoughts on this thing. So, first thing that comes to mind with this cube, and really the main point that I think it is its best feature, is its controllability. So it definitely feels stable in your hands. It doesn't feel like it's about to pop constantly, which a lot of speed cubes these days suffer from that issue, I think. Especially with big cubes where you got a lot of pieces where they can feel kind of floaty and not really under control even if they don't pop ever. Whereas this cube, I don't really have popping issues, but I'll talk about that later. And it feels controllable as well, so that's definitely a good thing. Now part of that is that I still have the stock lube in here just because it's a little bit slower than what you could put in here, and I like the feel of it. But you could swap that out for some thin silicone or something like that, and that would give this cube a faster feel if that's your thing. So definitely adaptable in that sense. Now the tensions I also did not mess with just because they were fine out of the box, and I like the feel of it. Just like that, haven't had any problems with that, which brings me to popping. So ironically, the only piece that pops on this are the center pieces, which is kind of ironic because that is like the easiest thing possible to fix on a mechanism of popping is the center pieces, because the rest of the mechanism does just fine at keeping all the pieces in, at least with these stock tensions, which are, you know, I'd say they're a moderate tension, not super loose, not super tight. So definitely for normal cubing, you're not going to run into any issues. I had 0 pops on my whole month of playing with this cube constantly. So definitely a good job. Thumbs up to MoYu for that. But the center popping issue is just kind of funny to me, and that definitely could be fixed. But it doesn't occur that often, so it's not too big of a deal. If you do want to see the mechanism here, it is very complex, so I'm not going to tear it apart in this video because I already did that in my unboxing and first impressions video, so you can check that out if you want to see the mechanism of this cube, which is pretty interesting, so I do recommend you check that out. So I will show the corner cutting on this video, which I did do in my unboxing video, but I know a lot of you guys want to see that. So for the outer layers, it is very close to a QB. I would say about 1 QB on these tensions, and for the inner layers maybe 3/4 about. And in little tests like this, it actually will reverse corner cut a tiny bit. However, in practice it doesn't really work that well, because when you're solving the cube, things kind of get skewed like this, and then it will actually lock up even though you think it might be able to reverse corner cut. So there are very slight locking issues on this cube, but I think its normal cutting and controllability really overshadow that, and I do think it is a very good cube. So I'll go ahead and scramble this up, and that will finish the review with a solve. Alright, so that's a pretty good hand scramble right there. I'll go ahead and do a solve. So the last thing that I know you all are wondering is, do I recommend this cube? And I would definitely say yes, especially if you are into controllable cubes, because like I said, that's kind of the main thing I think about when I am solving this cube. So I definitely would go ahead and try one out. They're not that expensive, so that would definitely be my final verdict for this. I do apologize if you think my solving is crummy, but I'm trying to keep this in shot here. Totally did not put that edge in backwards. Ooh, and I get to do parity too. What a bonus. Alright, so there's a little sample solve so you guys can see how this cube turns. Like I said, I definitely recommend this cube. It is very controllable. And with that said, that's pretty much the end of this review. So thank you for watching.